Peace, kings and queens, gods and goddesses. I just want y'all to know how heartbroken I am because my hair got rained on yesterday while I was at the zoo. It's still cute, but I was feeling my straight buns. I'm not doing it again though. Not this month anyways, or no time soon. I'm really trying to stay away from the heat for real. But I like those little buns. They was cute as hell. And I got so many compliments. Looking like a toddler. It's okay. We gonna run it back one day, just not today. Or not no time soon. But let's get into this for real. Because we back with another one. You know us. So, communication is definitely super important. But I truly believe that knowing yourself is key. I had to really learn that no matter what you communicate, how you communicate, or how much you communicate, if you are communicating with someone that isn't capable of fulfilling whatever you're requiring, need, want, desire, you get the gist. Communicating is not going to help you here, unfortunately. But if you don't know yourself, what you want, what you're willing to accept, or what you're looking for, you're going to run into more issues. Let me explain. Everyone does not take the time to get to know themselves. This is not a common thing, it seems like. A lot of people are looking outside of themselves for happiness, to receive love, to get value, and so much more. But these are things we are supposed to give ourselves first. This starts with us, or you as an individual. This subconsciously and vibrationally sets the standard for how people will treat you. How you represent yourself is how people will treat you. You're setting a bar. You're setting the standard. It's on you. It's on you. It is. And that's a good thing. That really is the best thing. That's a really good thing. I've noticed, like, ever since I've changed the dynamic of my page, a lot of people don't approach me the same way anymore. Like, it's less sexual and more attentive, attraction, love, kindness, things like that. I had to really pour into myself to get to this point though. Like, I am the magnet. I am attracting exactly what I want. And real fast, I don't know who sent that compliment or that comment on my anonymous link stating that I was attractive. But the compliment couldn't have been more accurate, perfect. Just, it really breathed life into me. I'm not gonna hold y'all. It actually made me really happy because it was a compliment in its entirety. Buddy was checking out all aspects of my being. And that's how I like it. Or even if he wasn't, or they wasn't, that's how I took it. Whoever made the compliment. Thank you. Because that is so amazing. And I really appreciate it. And I'm getting off topic, so let's go back. regardless, I'm attracting exactly what I want to attract. That's people, places, things, energy, work or career, love, everything. This is starting with me. This begun with me. I poured into me first. And I just don't think this is acknowledged a lot. Yes, communication is very important. Very important. And this is just in life in general. Just in life. You have to have healthy communication skills. You do. And strong. But nothing is more important than knowing thyself. It assists with relinquishing those unrealistic expectations we tend to develop over time. It assists with minimizing delusions and being able to accept people for who they are. And this is with all relationships. All relationships, every relationship. This isn't just with significant others. I'm perceived as, I'd say mean, a lot because I have firm boundaries and I stand on them. But it's not that I'm mean. I'm really not. I just know what I'm willing to accept. I know myself. I know what I'm working towards. I know everyone should not have access to me. And I know the power of energy, words, environment, and a lot of other things that most people are not enlightened on. So I think it's hard for people to understand that I'm only doing what's best for me. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be cold-hearted or anything like that. Any type of negative act, it's not me. It's not what I'm doing here. It's just this isn't common. People aren't used to it. I know a lot of truths, and I understand how life, people, places, things, everything can affect myself and my children. And I'm not accepting anything less than what I deserve. And that's just the way the cookie is going to crumble over here. And this is why I view titles so differently. Communication is absolutely important, but if you're steadily communicating something and nothing's changing, is it really communication that's I don't want to say not working, but is it really communication that's technically the problem? Because I don't think so. Well, I know so. I don't think so. I know it's not. Or is it that the situation, the person, the place, the job, whatever is not what you need or require? Ask yourself this and acknowledge the answer. Accept the answer. Embrace the answer. Learn yourself. A lot of times we waste our time trying to figure out why something isn't working or happening the way we want it to. Why somebody isn't the way we want them to be. Or just things that's completely out of our control and things we shouldn't be giving so much time and energy worrying about. And I gotta provide some examples, especially just like from personal experience, because I do feel as if it's important when we're having discussions like this to give people insight as far as what I'm actually trying to explain. So I was drowning in despair, trying to figure out why my parents aren't the parents I desired them to be. And I held on to this for a long time. A long time. I eventually had to really accept them for who they were and that they did the absolute best that they could do. And I'm grateful for them. And I love them unconditionally. Because without them, there is no me. But I don't believe people really acknowledge everyone has expectations as far as what a parent should be, look like, do, act. Just expectations are there as far as parenting. But holding on to those expectations and not acknowledging that this is not something the parents are capable of achieving will always do more harm than good. There's literally no way around it. But once you acknowledge this and then accept it, you have to figure out what's best for you. How do you want to move? What boundaries do you need to set? Are you willing or capable of dealing with them? Do you need to remove them? And so much more. Like, this is how life is really supposed to be. But society has made us believe that things are circumstantial depending upon titles. And they should be allowed to treat you anyway. You should ignore your feelings. You should continue the curse. That is not what we're doing. That does not benefit us in any way, shape, or form. And we should acknowledge that. But the whole thing is communication is supposed to fix this, right? Okay. Another example would be in my previous relationship, right off the motherfucking back, I ain't even gonna hold y'all, our communication skills were fucking horrible. It just was not happening. The communicating was not there. But this is something that we both worked on. Unfortunately, even with communicating, we had to accept we were not meant for each other. I was holding on to hopes of him becoming what I needed, all the while adding loads of stress to the relationship, trying to force him to be that, which was completely unfair to both of us. So I just had to accept that just because I was communicating, it didn't mean that he would be able to do what I was communicating. And that's okay. That really is okay. And I'm not taking away from him as an individual. He's a great fucking person. The similarities between the two examples is just that, though. Just because you're communicating doesn't mean they will be able to get it. But it's not about them getting it. It's about you understanding you. That's literally the most important thing. You have to know thyself. It's about you figuring out who you are, what you deserve, what you'll accept. Everything about you, what makes you happy. Everything really do just fall into place after that. Like, I can't even fucking explain it. But that is the way it works. It's so amazing. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. It's so amazing. So yes, communication is very important just in life. Expression is important, which can also be by communicating. I really do. I see communication in all forms. So it's just like, I know the importance of communication, But I don't believe that knowing yourself is truly viewed in the light that it should be, because nothing is really more important. This allows your life to flow a lot smoother. There's a such thing as overly communicating. I don't even think people acknowledge that enough. You can't overly communicate. And when you get to this point, you're exhausting yourself. You're exhausting yourself because you're so fixated on things going the way you want them to go. But you're not accepting that this is not what's best for you, because you barely know you. And the only way to even figure you out as an individual is take the time. You have to take time to really embrace self. Be by yourself. Learn yourself. Listen to what yourself is, your body's telling you. Your mind is telling you. This is the only way to really figure out those expectations, those requirements, those boundaries. The only way you can set the standard. And I think that we can do it. I have all of the faith in us. All of the faith in us. And it's going to be great, y'all. Healing is a lot, but it's amazing. It's amazing. It is. It really is amazing. It's so fucking amazing. But it's going to be great. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's going to be so great. But I love y'all. I'll see y'all next time.